Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Life with Tashanna. Over here where we about growing. And we out here in the garden today. And today we gonna play Flower Girl. All that kind of stuff as we go through the garden and see what everything look like out here and have a little conversation. I'm gonna be throwing these sunflower seeds down on the ground because these are seeds that I done had for a while. And I need to just, like I told y'all, get some seeds and just throw them on the ground and see what they'll do. So that's what we're gonna do with these seeds right here. I have 5 packs of them. Um, I always tell y'all see I have sunflower seeds growing in the yard. So every year I save my own sunflowers and replant them. So why keep on hanging on to these and let's just throw some on the ground and see what they do as we do um, our garden tours. So if y'all hear some little shaking first, I'm gonna mix them up together because I wanted to make like different. You see what kind of they different, all different kinds of sunflowers, different colors, and everything. I'm gonna mix them up together so like wherever I throw them at, then they create a lot of different colors. Good morning, Miss Coffee. Trying to do seeds get old? Yes, they will get old, but you know what? Even though they say they get old, I'm gonna try them. If they old seeds, get them and plant them. The only thing it can do is they can go wrong. But seeds, I've had seeds before that I kept for 10 years, and let me say it was a tomato seed. Um, I had them for more than 10 years. I had some black eyed peas too, and I forgot what else I had, but I planted them and they still came. They still came up. So yeah, they don't. I that one right there, I can tell you for sure. You won't know unless you try it. Those sunflowers, the sunflowers that we have out there planted in the garden right now. I thought that those sunflowers weren't gonna do right because I didn't store them right. I left them in there. Good morning, Lucas. I ain't even finna try. I ain't even finna try and mess up that Spanish like that. Nope, 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 nope. Cassie, you, what's up? How is everybody doing this morning? Okay, so we out here in our garden tour, but like I said, let me mix up our seeds. So we gon' throw them around, and let me just turn around and say good morning to y'all. Good morning. So we gonna mix the seeds up. So we can get like a little colorful colors going on wherever we throw the seeds down at. So we just gonna play flower girl throughout the yard as we walk through. But y'all right back here, what you see the camera on right now that's a cat guava. It is a smaller version of a guava, except for it's like a mix of a mixture of, I'll say, a guava and a strawberry together. Um is what a cat guava tastes like. And they taste amazing. So this is we have two of these trees right here. And it's a little tree, but let me put it up real close so you can see the little guavas starting. They don't grow real big, but they are very good. And that's the second one. That's the other one that's right there. And then let me show y'all the grapevine where it is. Some of the Let me see it. Make sure I get some good ones, some bunches. And these are not like they don't grow like huge grapes or whatever on them, but you'll see them as they grow up. Um, I mean, it has a lot of them on there this year. Yeah, the kids usually pick them in the morning. Another another bunch of them hiding up in there. But again, hey Shawanda, you never heard of cat guavas before? Yeah, guavas, just guavas, but it's a this one is like it's real. A cat guava is small. It grows real small. Listen, I know I got y'all all over the place because I'm trying to do 500 things at one time, but it's a small variety, and I'll say it's like the size of a grape. That's what I'll say. That's about the size. Yeah. Um. Do do animals? Oh, Lord, the sun is really really shining. Do the animals come eat the grapes and the strawberries? Um. The strawberries wasn't not so much. Not so much because we ain't have no problems with them, but this year something's been getting into them. That's another grapevine that we have, right? A different kind of grapevine, but I don't know what kind it is. But amidst all this grass right here that's around it, that there's some tough grass, but that's another that's another grapevine right there. Um, it seems to love this area. It goes all the way down the fence line. So, but yeah, back to the, I'm all over the place trying to do two things, but all the kids eat it in the morning. Yes, they in the morning they come out here and they see like if they have the strawberries and stuff like that. Y'all hold on just a minute. I'm gonna keep on talking, but I'm trying not to have y'all dizzy. Um, I try not to. I try to let them come out here in the morning time, and they get the strawberries off the tree and off the plant in the morning time, and take them to school with them. Sometimes with the grapes, they give them to the bus driver and stuff like that. Rinse them off, and then you don't have too much to do to them because you grew them in your yard and you ain't put pesticides and all that kind of stuff on them. Back in the days when you was a little kid, you used to go out there and pick stuff right off the tree. Um, and when you ain't think about rinsing it off or none of that stuff. You just went out there and ate it. You know, sometimes that's what my kids come out here and do, and I don't be worried about it because I know what I put on my own stuff. Okay, y'all. Sorry for that little interruption. I was trying to get our sunflower seeds right and not talk. This right here, I don't know if I showed this one to y'all before, but it's a apple tree. It ain't did much of anything yet, but it's an apple tree that I grew from grocery store apples. So there you have it. And we sprinkling our seeds as we go. Let me turn you back around. And the sun is really, really blazing out here this morning. We just gonna sprinkle these seeds down and see what it do. Okay, let me show you the broccoli seeds. I showed y'all these um probably like a week ago. Okay, somebody out here going on. Alrighty then. But anyways, that's the broccoli seeds that my daughter was growing. They growed up to be huge, healthy seeds. So we gonna see, you know, what they do when time comes. Um, here, peach tree. Then the last time I showed it to y'all, it didn't hardly have any leaves or anything on it. But you can see the leaves starting to come back out on it. It usually go dormant at some time of the year. Here is one of our mango trees that we showed you. You couldn't hardly see them. They was nerd size mangoes the last time I showed them to y'all on this particular tree. You couldn't hardly see them, but now you can see the mangoes starting to form on the tree. And you can actually see that they mangoes. And there's so many of them here. And this is our sugar cane. And she grow up pretty tall. Yep, purple sugar cane. You'll see we got some babies like that too. And here we have our Chinese plum tree. We ain't got no, that one haven't grown any any fruit on it yet. So we waiting to see. Oh y'all, look, oh look at y'all. Y'all can see the gopher turtle coming out of the hole. Look at him. This the gopher turtle I was telling y'all about. You can't bother with him, but he right there in the yard. He coming up out of the hole. Look at him. I don't usually see him when I come out here, but look at him coming out of the hole. Everybody else usually see him, but I don't never get to see the. I don't want to walk up no closer up on him because I might scare him back into the hole. I want him to go where he finna get ready to go. While he trying to listen to my voice. Y'all see him? Let me know, can y'all see him? Somebody say yes, you can see him. He matching with the dirt almost. Hmm. Hopefully y'all can see him. He moving his head right now. He scared the mess out of me coming out of that hole. Like, what in the world? The ground over there moving. Uh, Another day in the life. You don't never know what you're gonna get when you come on. This is these gopher turtles are protected here in Florida. So you can't do nothing to them. You can't even build anything on a piece of property and hurt one of them and they find out about it. You will get the clank clank. They are protected, so um, they all over the place with tunnels everywhere. You mess around and step on one of them, you fall right through, which happened to one of that tunnel that's over there. But I don't know where he going, but he going into the fence right there in that area. Mm, I don't know if y'all can see or not. He ain't going nowhere at this time. I'm finna walk over there over the top of him and see what he do. He went back into the hole. There you go. All right, this the grapefruit. This a grapefruit tree. I hope y'all got to see that. This another mango tree, but you can't tell whether it's gonna have fruit on it. How much fruit it's gonna have on it. This the first time that this air layered tree had maybe it's me because of the way the sun is shining that but he the same color as the dirt Shawanda. um that's why I was hoping like you can see, but I couldn't really see it on my camera either because the sun's shining right in my face so bright. So maybe later you might be able to can see it if you can get on a computer or something. I don't know. But one of these days we'll catch another one out here in the garden. But they protect that child. They can deter your whole building project if you ain't careful. This right here is a pomegranate tree. Again, me and my kids love pomegranates. So I thought one day, let me get the next pomegranates we get. We gonna plant them. Very hard seed to grow. But just if you plant them, just leave them in the ground. Put them in a place where you forget about them, and before you know it, you will see some of them start to come up, and then you'll be like, "What in the world is that?" And you will know pomegranates. That's what I did, and now we have I don't know, probably one, two, three. We got about four of them, four pomegranate trees. So never had fruit on it before. But we still waiting. This our lemon tree right here. We done showed y'all this one before. And she got one lemon on here that's still growing. But she got a bunch of babies on her. Hopefully y'all can see that baby right there. Got a lot of babies on it. Shawty garden is like a grocery. Yeah, I try to keep it. I try to keep it stocked up, Shawan. But I'm telling you, with pomegranate, you don't literally. What's the? How can you lose by? I went to the grocery store and I bought me something that I wanted to eat. There's another lemon. It's hard to find them when they be blending in with the. I know they here because I showed y'all the blooms for them, and it's plenty of them, but it's hard to peep them out when see there's one hiding up under the leaf right there. But how can you lose if you eating something that you want from the grocery store and all you got to do is when you eat it go and throw it on the ground and let some soil cover it. Another little mango tree that my grandkids and or one of my kids planted or whatever from last season. There's another pomegranate pomegranate tree. Um, but yeah, take your pomegranate, and if you got a little bit of space, put it on down and make it do something. Make it grow. If you got a pot that you can put them in, put the pomegranate seeds in a flower pot with some soil in it and see what it do. You know, don't let it. You already paid for it, so you might as well get it. Yeah, you see the bananas that's on there. I showed y'all there was two other new shoots that came out. Hopefully y'all can see and not blinded by the sun. But that's one of the new banana shoots right there that just came out. So they real little. And this tree has been, I'm probably covering up the microphone, but this tree has been giving us bananas now for um ooh, a couple months now, 3 months. This one is finished, but my husband took the bananas off of it and he leave the shoot there because the bees love the goods that come out of it. I'm gonna start planting in a tower on my deck. I already started in the container. I know that's right. I love that shower. And I mean, go with no grow, grow with your garden. Grow with your garden. Another banana shoot. And you all, if you could please remember, if you come in and you like what you see, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Hit something. Okay. I bet that's gonna be real nice too. Another mango tree. It's little, but it's still a tree. It's still a tree. Okay. And this is our star fruit. I know she told him she looking a little scraggly, but she there. And there go them rose looking things that the hummingbirds love. But they attract so many wasps and bees. Right. Sometimes this is one of those vine. It's not even a tree, it's a vine that took over a tree. But it sounds like it be buzzing, the whole bush just be buzzing. Okay, y'all, now y'all know what these is right here. Cause these the seed potatoes that we planted together. These are seed potatoes, and this is what they looking like right now. And y'all know it's almost coming to an end because these potatoes that we planted, they only supposed to be planted for 3 months. So you'll see the top of them, the plant starting to die out. In the ones that we've been planted, the ones that we put into the ground, you can tell when they starting to get to their point because the plant will start to die out. And then it's time to pick some taters after that. Okay, these are the ones we bought these from the grocery store. These potatoes we got from the grocery store. And you see, they grow just like the other ones do. No different. Until they start doing stuff to them where it won't allow them to make the little nodules on it or whatever. So while you can do it, no fancy potatoes or any of that stuff. Peel potatoes and plant them. The peelings. You ain't gonna get nothing from all of them, but some of them you gonna get something from it. Y'all see that right there? Celery. And there's so many more of those pineapples in that bed. Strawberry. Strawberries. Look, you see there's a sign of there's a worm up in here somewhere showing out because he done ate on my leaves. See where the kids been picking strawberries from over there. After a while, those arms start to reach out and they make more plants. But I got the soil in them covered up because when the strawberries drop out, see that baby strawberry there? When the strawberries drop down, um, and they touch the soil, it make them start to rot. So I have to keep them on to something that don't allow them to do that. There's one busting out of the bushes right there. You see our lizard friends, them the ones that be trying to, you know, keep us bug free around here. And these tomatoes is the tomato plants that just keep on giving. That I told y'all done had them now for going on a year and a half. And they still trying to give us fruit. And I'm going to let them do what they do until they don't want to do anymore. There's another pineapple up in there. If I can find it on camera. Let me see. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hopefully you can see that. I know you can see that one. And there's another one that's hiding over there. I mean, they everywhere. Um, Wait a minute. I don't know what I just did, but it just showed me something. I just hit a button. I think I just turned Miss Coffee into a moderate. I don't know what I just did. For some reason, it hid another moderator just handled this. Oh, okay then. Okay, for whatever reason, it wanted to block what you had typed out. I don't know why doing that, but okay then. There's another pineapple there. Yes, goodness. And then there's some more. And look down there. There's even a pineapple that ain't been down there that long. One that we ate from off the top and then put it right back in there. And you see there's nothing in this bed right here except for wood chips. These pineapples are growing out of wood chips. That's it. That's all. I ain't putting no extra um nothing in there, and they thriving off of mulch. All right, now y'all know what these is, and you see there's something showing out on my collard green plant right there. You know, this time of the year, this when the bugs and stuff try to start you know, um being disrespectful by eating on your stuff. So, you know, but this too, whenever I get greens like this, because we have so many, now this side over here, you know, it's looking like it look because now, um, I just picked them on this side yesterday. So we had collard greens for dinner last night, right out of the garden. Okay. Now we did these potatoes was the ones that we did in the garden bed first. And you see, they starting to turn their yellow color, which means they about to be done. And for now, I just keep them watered and all of that good stuff. And pretty soon, we gonna be harvesting those to see what we did, because them again is 3-month potatoes. Thank you very kindly for that, Miss Coffee. That's what I didn't understand, what they was holding that for a review. But okay. Now, let's come up the stairs and here into our onion garden. Now, let me tell you something. When you buy green onions from the grocery store, cut the top of the onion off and the part that still have the little roots hanging onto it. Get those and plant them. You can grow those in your windowsill. And just every time you need them, clip the top off of them. It regrow again. Another thing that I'm sure you be buying from the grocery store. And then look, after a while, when it's tired of doing what it do, it come to seed. And y'all already know what that means. When it's seed, it mean it gonna make you some more seeds that you can plant. So you can keep it going. Now, I showed y'all this sunflower that's randomly growing right here. And I told you after a while it's gonna be taller than me. And last week, it definitely was not this tall. And you see it's starting to get a head on it. Look at the head that's there. And it has several little heads on it too. Hopefully y'all can see that, because I sure can't see. I'm just moving the camera in hopes that you all can be able to see them, because the sun is sunny out here this morning. Yep. Those are all sunflower heads. Even right there. I can't really see that one, but there's more of them there. But okay. Then we come down, we got more onions, and then look at my tomato plant. Tomato plant, you see all those blooms on there? Blooms everywhere. And I don't know where this tomato plant came from. But it just growed up in one of my beds. Like I told you, tomatoes are resilient. Look at all the blooms still ready to come on there. And there, I'm telling you, just take your tomato seeds, if you done made you a salad or something like that, or cut up a tomato for anything, get the seeds from out of it and throw them on the ground. And watch you gonna grow something. These must be vine tomatoes the way they growing in that cluster like that. But then again, y'all ain't gonna even pretend like I know, because I already told y'all, Shauna don't be labeling nothing. So I don't know what kind of... Hey, bench thinker. Thank you for coming through. These potatoes right here Um, I think they red potatoes too, but these ones I planted um last. So they still got, I think, probably about a month for them, or a little bit more than a month. Then here we have our sweet peas. Um, but we raided the tree the other day. It got a couple of them growing on there. Not too many of them because we just cleaned them off. But we got green beans. Look at all the green beans laying off in the cut. All the green beans. Yep. These things like this, you have to come and like check them because you will never know that they sitting there. But I got green beans already inside the house. Um, and so I let these go on here and, you know, grow up pretty big. Look at all of those beans on there. Long as I can get me the equivalent of like a couple of cans or something whenever I'm growing them, I'm happy. Super duper happy. And now we when we repotted those the sugar cane. Y'all see the sugar cane plants? How they grow. But on the inside of those pots with the sugar cane, y'all see that okra plant hid over there in the pot with the sugar cane? And then there's a tomato plant right there that done got in there and hid in there too. So you see stuff be coming up everywhere. It don't matter. Here we got more onions. We got more lettuce growing and some weeds. We got some weeds and we got some lettuce growing in there. You know, we'll get that right after a while. This bed right here, I ain't really paid a whole bunch of attention to it. I just pull stuff out of there. Oh God, a wasp trying to fly around me. Um, but I have, my lettuce in this bed, and I told y'all already about the spinach. Those these are all my baby lettuces back this way. Do you have any low maintenance fruit slash veggie plants or trees? Um, Low maintenance fruit and veggie. It's according to where you are. I could say to you to plant a mango tree, but if you're up in a cooler climate, um, it 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 may not make it. But then again, with this world ever changing, you don't know what is. And binge think of everything that I showed you in my yard so far. I would literally drive myself insane if I was trying to keep up with that stuff each and every single day. So what I do is when I think about it, I go out and I give it water and stuff during the winter time. All of the stuff that you've seen up there, if throughout the whole winter time, I'll probably go and water that stuff one time, two times maybe throughout the winter. So to me, if you get it from the grocery store and you able to plant the seed and make it grow, let it all be low maintenance, because just because we don't do anything to it doesn't mean that it won't be taken care of. If you understand what I mean. So even if it is I live in an apartment, mostly east windows. Um Two, you can, if you got someone that got a graft to, like we do what you call air layering, where you strip a part of the tree and get it to get it to make roots out of it or whatever. If you get it like that, you can have a little small tree and you can keep it on the inside because it's never going to grow big. Long as it's getting the nutrients that it's supposed to get, you can get them to grow like, on the inside or whatever. But again, you know, when you can't get that sun, you can get a grow light. So me being thinking all of them, um most of my stuff, mostly all of this stuff is low maintenance. It's according to what it is that you want to do. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to discourage anybody from growing anything. There are days that I come, I just don't feel good. I don't feel like coming out here. And sometimes I have a lot of those days. A lot of those days. And I won't come out here to do, but everything is still there. And once you know you've put something in the ground and you start to see the growth of it, you don't want to let it go anyways, no matter what your mind do. It like I self-sabotage stuff sometimes, but I come back around to it and make it do what it do. But to me, and it may be different for you, Bench Thinker, I think all of it is low maintenance because I don't want my garden to bring stress to me. I like my garden to bring peace to me. At least that's what I'm looking for when I come out here in the garden. So whatever it is, let all of it be low maintenance, you know? Good morning, Ikea. So here is our broccoli. She's swaying in the wind. I ain't gave her a good watering since they've been out here planting. They get watered, but not a super great watering. And so before I leave from out here today, I'm going to set um, the water sprinklers to water our broccoli is really good. And we got a couple of cabbages that's trying to stretch their wings. You can't tell the difference between the cabbage and the and the and the weeds right now. But I love fruits and veggies. This garden is making me hungry on my way. All right, it is. But I'm just telling y'all, I want to encourage y'all to see that when you go to the grocery store from now on, you're gonna be thinking about Miss Shauna. You know what Shauna said? I can grow this right here. That's what I want to be all up in your head like that, reminding you to grow what you getting from the store. That's just a peek at those over there right now. They be so pretty when they be out and open like that. Such a pretty color. But yeah, man, Spanker, let all of it be low maintenance. I mean, there's not a lot to do. These plants ask for water, mostly water. That's it. Low maintenance. Low maintenance. If anything that a broccoli or a cabbage or a collard green or any of that stuff is going to ask for, is some nitrogen, low maintenance, and some water. That's all they want. That's all they want. And guess what? If you ain't too into it when you first started getting into it and you see what they do as you go along, you'll amp it up and rise to the occasion and you'll be right on point with whatever it is that your plants do. Because I look at it and be like, hey, if they make it, then we gonna rock and roll with it. If they don't, I try not to let the garden bring me any stress. Any. Those are our sunflowers. standing up, big and tall. And after a while, you see right now they probably almost to my knees. By next week, we'll see that they'll be above my knees by next week. They don't stay. They don't stay little for long. And once they get to going, they get to going. So they gonna get a good watering too because they right along on the side of them. And y'all look at this. See, yesterday we out here showing the squash. She was standing straight up. And now you come out here today. She so grown, she laying on the ground now. Who told her she was grown enough to lay on the ground? You see our squash, they saying hello to y'all this morning. We growing over here in the garden. We producing fruit. Yes, we are. You'll see if I run across anything else. Okay, yeah, there's a zucchini. Look up under the yellow that's balled up. It's got a zucchini growing out the side of that right there. Come on, high class gardeners. We got food. We got some food. Let's see what else we can see. Oh, there's a little squash in there. You got a little something there. So again, I don't be knowing what is what until I see the fruit on them. And then I still be done forgot. But there's another squash right in there. Hidden. But yeah, we got squash. Let's see what our okra plant. Sorry about that, y'all. There's another one there. But as they get bigger, you all be able to see them because before when I was showing them to y'all, you couldn't hardly see them. There's another one that don't look that great. But damn, I worried about it? Nope, absolutely not. There's some more. Plus, I got a whole bunch of okra seeds that I'm just seeing which ones are gonna come up and which ones are gonna do well. So I know which ones to plant, which means I'll have them for a longer process because I'm planting them at different times. And here is our baby bell that we planted the other day together. I usually don't buy plants from the store to plant, but I figure it'll be better to buy this plant, which already has some bell peppers growing on it, and make it do what it do, versus keep buying them from the grocery store. It'll eventually pay for itself. But see here, some of the seeds that I planted, the okra are starting to come up along with all our weeds. Yeah, but I don't see that many of them. But it's a few of them there. But like I said, we gonna plant in between where the ones didn't come up. So here over here we have our cucumbers, and if you can see right there on that one, we got a little tiny cucumber growing up under that yellow flower. That's where the cucumber grows at. Um, yes, another one I want her to lean towards this fence over here and crawl up that versus coming this way. Put that over there. So you stay leaning that way. Excuse me. But yeah, they try to go wherever they want to go. There's a little one. Let me make sure I got it at the right angle so you can see a little cucumber right there. Let me swing it back this way because we want her to grow that way. But she trying to grow whatever way she want to. But okay. And here's what our tomatoes looking like today. And remember, these are baby tomatoes right here. The baby tomatoes catching up with the bigger tomatoes. They right behind them. And sometime this week, I will be coming out here and clipping all the bottom limbs off of my tomato plants and start staking them up, so that they don't be so heavy that they land on the ground or whatever, getting disease on them. Here is, I'm sorry I spent y'all around in a circle like that, but there's another okra plant. There's another one over there, but something having a good time eating on it. We got to figure that out real quick. Um, Here's our next oldest tomatoes, doing good. Some of them growing really, really fast. Shauna, do you have an underground sprinkler or do you water them yourself? That's my sprinkler right there. And some days I like to come out here and I have a sprayer that I can connect on there, especially when I want to give something some extra TLC. Because it's something about watering to me is peaceful about the whole gardening section, whole gardening process. Just like we have to water our own self, we water that. But I love the sound of the sprinklers. So some mornings I fire up alive, and that's the only thing you hear for the first 10, 15 minutes is the sprinkler going. I love that sound, and I'm just saying, I'm waiting on it to get good and hot. I want to find me a lawn chair, so then when I got the sprinkler going, I can lay out here in the sun and let the water splash on me. But yeah, these are all our tomato plants that we have for right now. But as I cut up tomatoes and I get more seeds, I steady be collecting them. So I want to keep on planting some tomatoes all the time. Soursop tree, it's getting some new leaves on it. That's another fruit tree that we got. I can't even tell you what kind of tree it is, but it's a tree. It's a fruit tree. I don't know the name of it, and I'm pretty sure I can go and look at my phone and find out what it is, but um, you know, we'll figure it out. Okay, here we have one loofah, still looking amazing. We got two loofahs looking amazing when we only had two the other day. Loofah number three. Hey, we coming along. We growing, growing, growing. Let's walk down and see if we discover any more. When I thought it was all done, they was acting like they weren't gonna do nothing. I think that's all we gonna find for today. I don't see any more coming up. So, but those three looking amazing. So we got three loofah. um, But yeah, I love the sound of the watering and everything. That's like, just think about even when you watering like from the inside and you got your little watering can in your house. When you used to think your grandparents are so old, it's something about hearing that water pour out that can onto your fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. I mean, it's just listen to it. It's just, you know. And here, look at our watermelon. They showing out, ain't they? They getting all these different kinds of leaves on them, and I'm gonna see how far they gonna stretch out. I think I might put up some little fencing or whatever, like to keep them fenced in, like into a certain area or whatever. But yeah, they gonna. I think our watermelon is gonna do just fine. But we gonna mess around and find out. We gonna mess around and find out. Okay, and here I told you this over here in the section two, where there's another gopher turtle that live in this area. So, um, but we like planting more, more pineapples that we ate from out of that bed up there, and we starting to plant them going around the circle, um, of our driveway, um, to the backyard. Where we putting them around the roundabout. So that's the newest one that we just planted. And we got these that's going around again. This is low maintenance. Low maintenance. Listen, even with these pineapples, you can put them in places. If you like plants that look like aloe plants or whatever, if they never put out a fruit or anything, they make very pretty plants. Even like if you got a planting space underneath like one of your windows at your house or whatever, they're a good deterrent from window peepers and all of that kind of stuff, because these pineapple plants do poke and cut the hell out of you, guaranteed. So if they don't never create a fruit, they do create a barrier for people wanting to be up under your windows and all of that kind of stuff. So, and they make pretty plants if you keep them watered, and you know they they nice to just have. We had some for a long time that never put out anything, and then all of a sudden one day they start putting out. But we had them for years, seemed like, before they did anything. Here are our banana trees, which I thought was no hope for it. But you see, she put that big old leaf back out, and the other one's still dying off. So I know if that one came, another one gonna flop out of there real soon. So we have three banana trees. Yes, they're different. One is an ice cream banana tree, and again, I told y'all I don't be labeling stuff, and I'm scared to walk over here in this area right here because this is another area where there's a gopher turtle, and I don't know where his tunnels run, and you will sink down into one of them. But banana trees. Uh, Plantain. One of them banana, one of them plantain, and one of them is an ice cream tree. Which one is which? I can't even tell you. I love watching the process. Well, I'm good, good. That's amazing. I'm glad you loved watching the process of us growing together. Um, Love to see your cook meals from your garden. Do you cook fried zucchini? I never tried to fry the zucchini before, but we did fry squash before. And it was pretty good fried like that. Absolutely love it. I more so, like, my husband and them will eat it just sauteed with onions and butter and stuff like that. Like that, I can't eat squash and zucchini. Nothing be smushy like that. I can't. I can't do it. But you don't have to cook it that long. But that's in my mind. I don't even eat okra. If you put them in your collard greens and all of that stuff, and they do the snot effect. Mm-mm, I ain't doing none of that. But I like to put squash and zucchini in my spaghetti, and I like to put lots of it in there. It's kind of, if you put it in, um, like right when your ground beef is like almost done, and you just cook it along with that. I mean, it adds so much seasoning to it alone in itself, and I use way less ground beef. You know, you gotta try it out. But I think if I like the way the fried squash was, then I'm pretty sure that I'll love the zucchini the same way. Okay, well, this hole that I'm showing y'all is right here where, see, that's a gopher turtle hole right there, where they come in and out of that hole right there. That's the other one. But he right here by the banana trees or whatever. So I'm just like going around in this area and just using it as a roundabout. Anything that don't disturb the turtle, let him do his thing. He's safe here. Ain't nobody bothering with him. He been here ever since we came here. So um but yeah. Uh I guess Oreo and them say it's too hot out here today to be talking to y'all. So but put some fence in there. Um I don't know, but you can't. I don't know if you can. Well, that wouldn't be blocking man. I don't know, Miss Carver. I be having to look up the laws and everything for this stuff because I don't be knowing. I just don't bother with them folks stuff because here in Florida you go fishing and mess around and take a fish that's the wrong size from the waters and those folks can take your car, your boat, and anything else you got out there with you. If you get caught taking a fish that's the wrong size. So when it comes to stuff like that, ain't nobody got time to be playing with these Florida folks. Not at all. So and they tunnel diggers. So 9 times out of 10, if I fence that party and he gonna come out another bag on me. So yeah, but you all, that is our garden tour for today. And Miss Coffee, I saw you. You said save you. I was out on a shopping trip that I did not expect to have to go on this morning. So I was supposed to be on earlier. So I just happened to be over there and I was listening along with you. So yeah, I couldn't do anything. Next time. All right then, y'all. This is going to be the end of our garden tour. Unless somebody got any questions or anything. But any questions that y'all have or anything about the garden or what you can do or whatever, um, you know, go up under one of the please be encouraged to grow. Grow in your garden. And as your garden grows, let it be a representation of growth in your life. So grow along with your garden and along with life with Tashanna. Let us all just grow. I've been putting that mango water in my potatoes. You know what, Miss Coffee? I've never heard of that before. Never. I gotta go and read into that because it might be something it'll be a shame if I don't know nothing about it and I got mangoes over here. That would be crazy. So I need to go and look that up, even though I don't have my handy dandy notebook with me out here. Um, I need to go and look that up and see um what it is with the mango water. No, you didn't say me either. Well, what the heck? What you doing? Where you heard of that? Ooh, while I get wet up by the sprinkle. Where'd you hear about it at that made you want to do that? Okay, good. Uh Hey Shalissa. How you doing this morning, girl? I want to drop eggshells. Now I done heard of the eggshells. Definitely the eggshells. The eggshells will provide calcium for your plants. Yeah, I definitely heard of that one before. I just never water before. I don't know what it'll do. So, hey, you let us all know what it do, Miss. You let us all know, and we can learn something different. Maybe you can see a change in your plants or something whenever you put it out on there. Yeah, let us hit our sweet potatoes and that broccoli over there good. Get some water in your life. And with this phone, especially when I'm holding it in my hand. I don't got it on the watch collar thing today. Hey Selena, how you doing today? Thank you for coming through. Um, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um, but yeah, I was just about to end the garden tour for y'all that came through. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in or out. The dislike button, hit something on your way out, and don't forget to grow something. Y'all don't forget. Stay on your grind. Stay prepared. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. You know, prepare yourself, grow something. Like Miss Yothal said, you can take a pack of seeds and sling them on the ground. We just walked around my yard and I just threw a whole bunch of sunflower seeds on the ground, probably like more than 100 sunflower seeds that I just throw down on the ground. We gonna see what they do. Cause guess what? Tomorrow it's supposed to rain pretty heavy here. So I ain't gonna do nothing to take care of them. No, none of that stuff. I'm gonna let them do what they gonna do. And oh, I forgot one other thing I forgot to show y'all. Now the water sprinkler gonna turn back this way when I done came over here to show it to y'all and try to wet me up. Okay, now let me show y'all. I told y'all about this way I planted the sweet potato vine. You see the sweet potato vine already standing up already? That's one of them right there. Still looking nice and green. Now I'm gonna show you. There's another part of it right there. So we gonna see what it do. I'm gonna just keep some water on it for right now, and we gonna mess around and find out if we gonna get us some sweet potatoes in this pile right here. So again, y'all, I'm gonna encourage you all to grow, grow, grow. Oh, Ben Stanker, and just in case she's still in here, or not, but she can get the message. Binge think of sweet potatoes is very, very low maintenance. Put you some in a grow bag, and you may not get them real huge because of not enough sun, but you will get some sweet potatoes. They low ma- they are so just try not to let it be nerve wracking, whatever it is that you growing in the garden. Sometimes growing is nerve wracking. So uh, not growing itself, but the process sometimes can be frustrating. So, it may come along with some frustration sometimes, but it shouldn't be too much. Come out in the garden and get your peace. Just like the peace you looking for in life. That's what you look for when you go out there. Don't let nothing add more stress to what it is you're doing in the garden. And with that being said, we gonna close out with our squash. Shana, sweet? Do you do sweet the same as potatoes? You can do the very same process, but the only thing is, if you doing cause you gotta make slips first. You can put a sweet potato in the ground right on your kitchen counter, and you'll start to see the potato slip starts to grow up out of the pot right there in your kitchen counter. It's the slips that you cut out of there, and then you can just put the slip, lay it across the top of your some soil, and cover everything up on the stem of on the line of the sweet potato and leave only the leaves sticking up out of the soil and water them. You'll get sweet potatoes. Just wanted to say hello and press the like button. Thank you very much for that, Selena. Y'all go over and check Selena page out. She has some great conversations over there. She had one scared one that scared the crap out of me. I know I don't want to go to hell. Wherever it is, whatever it is, I don't want to go. So but do you do? Yeah. So it's pretty much they the same, especially when you just planting the sweet potato to get you some sweet potato vines. It is pretty much the same process. So you say Amazon, y'all come. Yes, just the sweet potato that I did get, I would say try and get an organic one. But then again, I don't like to suggest to get organic stuff from the grocery store because we still don't know what the heck we getting. They lie to us all the time about what it is that we getting from the store, and y'all know it. So I think you can get a regular sweet potato and do the same. But I must say, give y'all what I've tried before. And the one that I got before, I got it from out of the organic section. So um that's hence why I would tell y'all get an organic one, even though you ain't gonna know. So, in hopes that you getting a potato that they haven't sprayed any extra stuff on or any of that. But it is what it is. Like I said, the important thing is get growing. So then you do know. So thank you all for joining us over here where we are the high class gardeners, just meaning we don't mess with worms, snakes, and bugs and all of that. Cause okay, cause we got somebody else that'll come and handle those things for us. So I don't play around with no snakes and bugs and worms and stuff like that. And in real life, we apply that to our real life. We don't mess with snakes, bugs, and we don't mess with worms. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But we want to continue to grow. Yes, grow. And let this water sprinkle water you while you growing in real life. Thank y'all for joining Life with Tashanna. I'll talk to y'all later or maybe tomorrow. But when I say later, it'll probably be later on tonight if I don't find nothing else to hit the button for today. But thank you all again for joining me. See y'all next time.